Ever wondered how powerful your thoughts can be? Imagine holding a mirror to your mind and seeing your thoughts reflected back. What would you see? Would you see a world of optimism, brimming with joy and possibility, or a realm of pessimism, shrouded in fear and doubt? The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius once said, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." Quite a profound statement, isn't it? This isn't merely a catchy phrase to be quoted at dinner parties. It's a fundamental principle of Stoicism, a school of thought that Aurelius himself championed. Stoicism teaches us that while we may not have control over the events that happen to us, we do have control over how we interpret and respond to those events. It's our thoughts, in essence, that shape our reality. Now let's delve a little deeper into this concept. Consider for a moment a glass of water. If you think of the glass as half empty, you're focusing on what's missing, what's not there. But if you think of it as half full, you're focusing on what's there, what's present. The reality of the glass hasn't changed. It's your perception, your thought about it that has. Marcus Aurelius understood this power of thought. He knew that our thoughts can be our greatest ally or our worst enemy. They can lift us to the heights of joy or drag us into the depths of despair. They can fill us with hope or consume us with worry, but the choice is ours. We get to decide what thoughts we entertain and what thoughts we dismiss. Our thoughts are like seeds. They may seem small and insignificant, but given enough time and the right conditions, they can grow into mighty trees or beautiful flowers. They can also grow into weeds, choking out the life around them. So by shaping our thoughts, are we not in essence shaping our life? Now, to fully comprehend this, dissect the verse into its essential parts. The verse, as we know, is, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." Let's dive into the depths of this simple yet profound statement. Start by examining the first part, our life. This is not just a reference to our existence, but rather, it encapsulates the entirety of our human experience. It's the joys and the sorrows, the triumphs and the failures. It's the love we feel, the pain we endure, the dreams we chase, and the disappointments we confront. It's the whole spectrum of our experiences that collectively shape who we are. Next, we have is what? It's a bridge, a connector, linking our life with our thoughts. But it's not a passive bridge. It implies a dynamic, active process, a constant shaping and reshaping. It's a reminder that our life, our experiences, are not static. They are not set in stone, but are ever-changing, ever-evolving. Lastly, we turn to our thoughts make it. This is where the power of the verse truly lies. Here, Aurelius tells us that our thoughts, those silent conversations we have with ourselves, have the power to shape our reality. The Stoics believed that while we can't control every event that happens to us, we can control how we interpret those events. Our thoughts then become the architects of our reality. They mold our perceptions, influence our decisions, and ultimately shape our lives. So when we put all three parts together, we get a powerful statement about the human experience. Our life is what our thoughts make it. It's not an external force that shapes our life, but our own thoughts. It's a call to introspection, a nudge towards self-awareness. It's clear then that Aurelius implores us to take control of our thoughts to mold our lives. This is not just a philosophical statement, but a practical guide for personal growth. It's a reminder that we are not just passive observers in the theater of life, but active participants, shaping our destiny with our thoughts. But how exactly do our thoughts make our life, you might ask? Well, let's dive into the profound realm of our own minds to explore this. Thoughts, you see, are like the invisible architects of our reality. They may not physically construct the world around us, but they definitely shape our perception of it. Imagine for a moment that your mind is a garden, and your thoughts are the seeds you plant. Positive thoughts grow into beautiful flowers, while negative ones turn into weeds. The more you water and tend to these seeds, the more they flourish. The garden of your mind, therefore, reflects the nature of your thoughts. Now, think about how this garden influences your actions. If your mind is filled with flowers, you're likely to feel happy, content, and positive, leading you to act in kind, compassionate ways. Conversely, if your mind is overrun with weeds, you may feel negative emotions, causing you to act out of fear, anger, or resentment. Furthermore, our thoughts shape our attitudes towards life. If we continually think that we're not good enough, we start to believe it, and that belief seeps into our attitudes, causing us to approach life with a sense of inadequacy. On the other hand, if we think we are capable and strong, we'll likely approach life with confidence and resilience. Our thoughts also influence our behaviors. Psychologists have long recognized that our thoughts can trigger physical responses in our bodies. Anxiety, for instance, often starts as a thought or worry, which can lead to physical symptoms like a racing heart or sweaty palms. Bringing it all together, it's clear that our thoughts play a pivotal role in shaping our reality. They influence our actions, attitudes, and behaviors, and like a ripple effect, these elements then shape the course of our lives. We are, in essence, the creators of our own reality, sculpting it through the power of our thoughts. Hence, as the rudder guides the ship, thoughts guide our life. We are the captains of our own ships, steering our life's journey with the power of thought. So, how can we apply Aurelius's wisdom in our daily lives? This is the question that we find ourselves faced with. The answer, my friends, lies in the conscious control and shaping of our thoughts. The first technique we can turn to is mindfulness. Mindfulness is about paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It's about noticing the thoughts that float into our minds, recognizing them for what they are, just thoughts, and then letting them pass without allowing them to dictate our mood or actions. It's about understanding that we are not our thoughts. We are the observers of our thoughts. This detachment allows us to choose which thoughts we wish to entertain and which we wish to let go. The second technique is the use of positive affirmations. These are statements that we say to ourselves over and over until they become a part of our subconscious mind. They are designed to counteract negative thoughts and beliefs and replace them with positive ones. For example, instead of thinking, "I can't do this," we might affirm, "I am capable and strong." By repeating these affirmations, we gradually change our thought patterns and, in turn, our lives. The third technique is cognitive behavioral techniques. This approach involves identifying negative thought patterns and challenging them. For instance, if we notice that we often think, "I'm not good enough," we can challenge this thought by asking ourselves, "Is this really true? What evidence do I have to support this thought?" This process helps us to realize that many of our negative thoughts are not based on reality, but are rather products of our own insecurities or fears. In essence, implementing Aurelius's wisdom is about taking control of our thoughts, rather than letting them control us. It's about choosing thoughts that serve us, rather than harm us. It's about realizing that we have the power to shape our own reality through the power of thought. With practice, we can indeed make our thoughts a powerful tool for life transformation. So what have we learned from this verse by Marcus Aurelius? We've delved deep into the power of thoughts, breaking down the verse, understanding the role of thoughts in our lives, and how to implement this wisdom. Let's sum up this learning journey. Firstly, we explored the power of thoughts. Thoughts are not just fleeting entities that drift through our minds. They wield immense power. They can shape our reality, mold our perceptions, and steer our actions. The quality of our thoughts determines the quality of our lives. If we harbor positive thoughts, we create a positive reality. Conversely, negative thoughts breed a negative reality. Then, we broke down the verse by Marcus Aurelius. Our life is what our thoughts make it. This profound statement holds a timeless truth. Our thoughts are the architects of our life. They construct our experiences, our emotions, and our outcomes. We are the master of our thoughts, and thus, the master of our lives. We further dissected the role of thoughts in our lives. Thoughts are not mere spectators in our existence, they are active participants. They influence our decisions, guide our actions, and shape our destiny. Our thoughts are the compass that guides us through the labyrinth of life. They are the paintbrushes that color our canvas of existence. Finally, we discussed how to implement this wisdom in our lives. It starts with awareness. By becoming aware of our thoughts, we can steer them towards positivity and constructiveness. We can cultivate a garden of positive thoughts that yields the fruits of a fulfilling life. We need to consciously choose our thoughts, as they ultimately choose our life. To sum up, the verse by Marcus Aurelius teaches us the importance of our thoughts. It reminds us that we are the creators of our realities, and that our thoughts are the tools we use to shape our lives. Remember, our life is what our thoughts make it, so make those thoughts count.